your dice, put your counters down. The greatest convention is coming to town. Generals, commanders, tacticians unite. Wargameron' is calling, come join the fight. Tables are waiting, the maps are laid out. Strategy, history, that's what it's about. Hundreds of players, one legendary place. Wargameron', come take your place. Move your counter and roll the dice. Come on, roll it once or twice. Every battle, every game. Nothing will ever be the same. Move your counter and roll the dice. Pick up your dice, put your counters down. The greatest convention is coming to town. Generals, commanders, tacticians unite. Wargameron' is calling, come join the fight. Move your counter and roll the dice. Come on, roll it once or twice. Every battle, every game. Nothing will ever be the same. Tables are waiting, the maps are laid out. Strategy, history, that's what it's about. Hundreds of players, one legendary place. Wargameron', come take your place. Move your counter and roll the dice. Come on, roll it once or twice. Every battle, every game. Nothing will ever be the same. Move your counter and roll the dice. Pick up your dice, put your counters down. The greatest convention is coming to town. Generals, commanders, tacticians unite. Wargameron' is calling, come join the fight. Move your counter and roll the dice. Come on, roll it once or twice. Every battle, every game. Nothing will ever be the same. Tables are waiting, the maps are laid out. Strategy, history, that's what it's about. Hundreds of players, one legendary place. Wargameron', come take your place.
Okay, welcome.
Dzień dobry, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. My name is Mike,
My name is Adam.
and this is Wargameron' Live, and this is a convention, wargaming convention in Poland. So we know it's a World Cup, and everyone is very busy, generally speaking, and this is our first English-speaking live. So if you're not here, we hope we're going to watch it later, and we hope it's going to give you a better idea what Wargameron is and what does it mean to come to Poland for wargaming and historical games convention. So Wargameron, when it was founded, it was the idea to create the fun space for playing war games, meet other fans in Poland, here in Poland. And after a while, it became as well a bit more international event. So we had the guests from abroad, and the event was growing. Originally, it was held in Warsaw, but the growing amount of people and capability of Warsaw venues gave us the idea to move the conventions outside of Warsaw. So now the convention is taking place 30 kilometers from Warsaw. Maybe we can have.
Okay, so this is the simple map. Let's say is the hotel is located on the east on the Warsaw east side.
West side.
West side, sorry. Yes,
West side.
West side, sorry.
Yeah.
And 30 kilometers from Warsaw, close to the train station, close to the airport connection, and very close to the highway.
Yes. So generally speaking, the idea was to move the convention to the place where we could offer all the participants all that could be useful for staying in the convention. So that means we provide accommodation, meals, everything is happening in the nice conference hotel. What is important to know for all the international guests that would be coming to us is that the hotel has very nice and very easy connection between Warsaw Airport, main shop and airport, and the hotel. There's a train connection, and there is a train station directly at the airport that can pick it up. You can go directly to the train. The train will take you to either the central Warsaw station or the train station west. And from there, you take only one train and you go to the train station where the hotel is located.
And from the Modlin also you can take. You need to take only 2 trains to get there.
Yes, there is of course bus connection, but the train is super efficient, very easy, very often because this is the main railway connection east-west. So this is Warsaw-Berlin line, and then goes to more to Paris. And this connection allows you to get from Warsaw Airport to the hotel in roughly 1 hour, 1.5 tops. What is good information about the traveling is that the train station, which is in Teresin Niepokalanów, and all this information you can find at our webpage. You can go to the hotel, it's 1 kilometer. And if you have a lot of things with you, we can always pick you up from the train station and bring you to the hotel. From the train station, it's a very easy path. It's a sidewalk, nicely done, directly to the hotel, straight line. You cannot get lost. However, if you're going to pick up, we can pick you up from the train station. There is no problem. Another way to get this is the highway that, as Adam mentioned, and this is the main European highway that goes from east to west. And again, we are around 15 kilometers from this highway. So if you're traveling by car, very easy to get to us. If you're going to go by car, you're going to pass by through Poznań and Łódź, which is 2 major cities in Poland. And then you're going to get to Warsaw. So you are quite close to all the interesting places. Funny information and like a little bit of trivia. Just next to us is the city of Sochaczew and Bzura, which was when Bzura was the major battle of 1939 September campaign, which was taking place in Poland.
Okay.
Anything like that? No.
Yeah.
So let's move to the hotel.
Yes.
So what we have as a hotel. The hotel is a 3-star hotel, a very nice, recently renovated hotel. The name is Hotel Kuźnia Napoleońska. Sorry for the mouthful. And in rough translation, means Napoleon's Forge. Why Napoleon's Forge? Because as we know, Poland is in Central Europe, and a lot of historical events was happening here. A lot of armies was traveling through here. So as the legend goes, during the Napoleonic times, when Napoleon was preparing to go to Moscow, there was a fort here. And in this fort, Napoleon's horses were shoed and prepared for this travel. He get there very, very fine. He didn't get back that fine. But now, right now, in this fort, there is a restaurant in this complex of the hotel. In the hotel, we have around 120 rooms, and we have a big convention center, modern convention center, which is the key thing for us. What we wanted to do always is to provide the space for all the con-goers that they can have everything in one place. So you come over, you have a nice room, you have nice meals, you can rest, but you can play. So flip-flops, easy to dress, and you go to the gaming hall, which is just couple of steps from your rooms. And that's what in the hotel allows us to do. And the hotel very well understands the gamers and the needs of the gamers. So the hall is open from early morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, for example, if you're ready for that, until 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, if you're still ready to play that long. There's very nice lighting. There is very nice air condition, but we're going to talk about this a little bit later. What do we provide as well in the hotel? It's the packages, and we're going to later show you this on the webpage and on our webpage, wargameron.pl, that you can find there down the address to it. You can get all this information I'm telling you about right now, and you can get all the description about this. So in the hotel, there is a 24-hour bar and restaurant, and all the meals that are provided for if you decide to take the packages for the meals, are in the buffet style. So you can choose from the food, and you can choose whatever you want. Breakfast, quite rich as well. It's a breakfast buffet. We like to eat in Poland. We like to drink in Poland, so we try to provide this as well to the gamers.
Yeah. So generally, what you get from us is the compact convention. When you play in the one place, you can roll your dice and eat your meals in the one place and sleep in the one place. So everything is here. So no waste time during moving, travel, or whatsoever, so on. So you have everything in the place, so zero time wasted.
Yes, exactly. So you can fully enjoy. There is a garden where we have a barbecue. We're going to talk about this later as well. So we can have opportunity to meet other gamers, talk, discuss, and you can have this space that is really convenient, and all it's provided for the gamers. And the hotel is very understanding of us and our needs. And now if we can move to the hall. So our hall, the main hall is 500 square meters, which is roughly, if I'm not wrong, around 5,000 square foot. If I'm wrong about that, sorry. So this is quite spacious, very high, so the sound is not intimidating, even if a lot of people is talking. So if you're talking about the rules, you're talking about the game, you're negotiating, that's usually not creating a very big noise in the room. So you can have a comfortable way of playing there. We have practically unlimited number of chairs and tables, and whatever sizes and shapes we want to make, we can do it. If you see on the picture, we have round tables, we have long tables, we have short tables. So whatever games you want to set up, you can do it. And later we're going to talk about that with our little bit surprise that we have for you and how to arrange the games. You can you can arrange your tables the way you want. There's no limit for that, and there's no any problems with making your tables bigger or smaller. Each table is numbered, so it's very easy to find the game you're going to have, because the games that you're going to set up in our app that we have for setting up the games, it's not Excel, it's an app that we have. You're going to have assigned table number, so you're going to very easily going to be able to find who you are playing with, even if you never met these people, where are they and which table you're playing. So for example, you're going to table number 2, and the table number 2 is too small for you. You take the number, you switch them with the different table, and you have a bigger table that you have. You cannot find the table of the size you need. We're gonna make it bigger. We have extra tables waiting, chairs waiting. There's quite a lot of space for that. There is no any obstacles to move the things around and arrange it the way we want it. one more thing, and you can play until very late because the lighting is very nice. You have, if you can see on the picture, you have an exit directly to the garden, so you can have a smoke or you can enjoy some fresh air. There is aircon, of course, in the whole gaming hall. And this year we are providing as well extra gaming halls. We have for monster games. So if you're worried that somebody gonna push your table and the couch is gonna fly on the huge game that you're set up and you want to play for 3 days, that's not gonna be a problem. That's not gonna be an issue. If you notice as well, there's a small tradition that you can see of Wargameron here, that on top we have the counters, the banners with the counters from different games. Every year we are printing the counters, interesting counters from the games that were issued this year or the year before or previous year. Or maybe they're going to be issued just the next year, their upcoming games. So that's going to be part of the decoration that we are making for the Wargameron.
Moving to the next slide.
Yeah, do you have anything else about this one? No.
No.
So if anyone have questions, go ahead. We see you on the chat.
Yeah, don't hesitate. We can answer on your chat directly.
Yes. So other things that we are doing, maybe you can remove us for a moment. We're not that beautiful, but we want to show some of the things for you. Okay. So Wargameron, as we said, we want to create this fun space for all the gamers. So to meet, to have some mingling, some possibility to talk, to discuss things. So there's a couple of activities we are organizing during Wargameron. One of them is the Great Bazaar. Simply, you can trade your games. There's no limit how many games you want to bring. We have space for that. You bringing them, you brand it, you mark it. We don't have guards there to look after them, but there's no problem. It's a safe space, and there's a monitoring in the hotel, so we can see what's happening there. But you put the stickers, and you can trade your games, whatever used games, and you can bring them with you, or you can buy something nice at the stand. Another thing is a football game, which in the United States is called soccer, which is north and south. Roughly, we are dividing teams by north and south of Poland or Europe. And
how will divide the Europe, guys?
However everyone feels about that, and you can.
I will vote that North team will take all guys from the Premiership.
Premiership, yeah, no, yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Nobody from Premiership is from the North.
Will we take from Spain?
Yeah. So, and who's playing from Curacao? No? So the point is that that's a friendly, no very hard game. It's roughly going to take around 45 minutes, 15 minutes per half. So we are playing the game. We keep the scores, of course. So far, North is winning 2-0. So maybe South going to get some reinforcement this week.
I think so, South.
No, North. North, my dear friend.
I don't remember.
Yes,
Okay.
I know. You're always cheating on the game. And then after the game, we have a barbecue. At the hotel, generally speaking, there's very nice food. We are organizing a barbecue. That's where we can have a beer, we can talk, we can exchange the ideas. And another thing that we are doing a little bit differently from other cons, we do not have a raffle. We have quiz. We have one big quiz with general knowledge about games and war games and history. We are trying to make it fun. We are trying to make it as inclusive for everyone as possible. And this year, we're for sure gonna make it bilingual. So no worries, it's gonna be in English as well. Additionally, we're gonna have 2 more competitions this year. That's gonna be announced during the event. One competition is gonna be going through the whole event, and at the end, we're gonna have the results. And another one will be a quick one, a surprise one for everyone to see. Now, one thing that we always wanted to do with Wargameron is to make sure that it's very inclusive for all the players, especially for the players that never went for any convention until now, for players that don't know if they will find their way around the conventions. So one of the reasons why we are making this in the hotel, in the convention center, so everyone can have a space, everyone can live in the same place, so we can meet, we can mingle. The whole as you know, that everywhere around the world, wargamers are very, very inclusive. They are very welcoming for everyone that wants to find out about history, about their games. So this is exactly the same in Poland. In Poland, the history of wargaming, it goes up to the 80s. That's when the first companies were founded. You're going to be able to meet those founders of these companies here at Wargameron'. But that's to the 80s. And from that generation, that's when the war games were really, really booming in Poland. And right now, Poland is, I think, depends how you're counting it, it's either second or third biggest board game market in Europe. Of course, nobody can read Germany on that one. We are somewhere behind France, I think, or ahead of it. But in the wargaming, we have very vibrant, very big wargaming community and historical game community that is very inclusive and very friendly to see you here and welcome you here. Another thing is that when we are making the Wargameron', we want to help you to get in touch with other gamers, find your games, and find your way around the convention. So when you arrive to the hotel, you're going to get a welcome package. You're going to be able to find us as organizers, which is this red t-shirt. And here I made a very big blunder because I forgot to mention that we are only half of the team. Sorry, my second live stream, so a little bit nervous. We are only half of the team. There's two more of the organizers. Actually, the original organizers of Wargameron', which was hosted in Warsaw. No, we are not taking it over. They, unfortunately, private arrangements and work arrangements didn't allow them to be on Tuesday here on the live stream. So we are the ones that holding the fort today. Actually, we're going to show you them later because they're going to be having some presentations during Wargameron'. Now, so we wanted to, when you're going to come over, we're going to be here for you. We're going to be available to ask us questions, to show you around. They're going to be a welcome package with all the informations. Webpage that you can find the address here on the slide. On the webpage, you have all the informations as well. And then we have created an application, an app for the arranging the games. Originally, that was done on the webpage on the internet. But our dream was always to make it as easy and as nice for everyone to find each other and create the games that Adam, our tech whiz, was able to create our very own Wargameron' app for the phone. And now he's gonna show it to you.
Okay, so maybe okay, so what we have here, so you can this mobile app you can download on your phone whenever you have Android or iPhone. You can use this QR code to scan on your phone. Also, you can find this application Wargameron', it's called, on the app Google Play Store and Apple Store. Yes, so you can download and install this application. And what this application do? So the same do what the web page version. So this is only mobile version app. So those two applications are connected to the same base, to the same event. So nothing changed.
No, that's one more thing better than a couple of things better, but one major thing is better that we're gonna say in a minute.
Yeah, so this is how it looks like this application on your mobile phone. Of course, there is the button on the PL and English version, so you can switch this one, and you receive the hall. So our convention is now divided on the two main hall and the monster
room. Yeah.
Monster room. So it means that what previously Mike said, that you can schedule your games on those two main halls. So on the second screen you can see you can arrange your game. So you can set up your table. So you can pick your game from the search engine, and you can
which is connected to BGG, Board Game Geek. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So basically, you can find all games here, even in some prototypes also. So what you have in the BGG, you can find also in our app.
If I can add one small thing, because this is something that Adam was able to do. If Board Game Geek, for example, and we have a couple of games like that scheduled at Wargameron, the prototypes, the games don't have a profile yet at the Board Game Geek. You can upload, you can create your game. There's no problem, name it and so on, and you can add your own picture, because the pictures are usually imported from Board Game Geek to show on the app. So it's easier to find the games you want to look for, you are looking for. And in this situation, you can customize the whole description of the game, and you can add the picture to be as well there, to be showing. We're going to show you a couple of games like that it's already there, done in this way. And you can do it by yourself. So if you have a prototype, you can add it fully to the app.
Yes. So this app is basically we're using for the arranging our games. So you create the game, you can sign up for the other games, you can make to the reserve list, and you have own schedule. So on the right picture, you can see that there is your own schedule, so you can manage your games, your time on the convention.
And if I'm correct, the schedule will inform you on when the game is coming.
Yes.
Because now
I think so 15 minutes before your game, you will get the
notification.
Notification. Okay, so next, what we have here.
So one thing I would add to the other part, that when you're creating the games, and please go ahead, look for the games in the app. Don't be afraid to add the games to the app. Whatever game you want to play, just add it. Honestly speaking, at Wargameron, we are playing everything. Euro games, of course, war games and historical games that are majors, but you want to try Euro game, no problem. Most probably going to find some people that would like to play it as well. Now, you're going to have divided by days and by hours, so you can add it to whichever day of Wargameron you want. So it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 27th to 30th of August, yeah? So any of these days. And there is no limit on the time or the hours that you can set up your game. So if you want to set up the game that's going to be starting at 3 o'clock in the morning, you can do it. If you're going to find people to do it with you, no problem. You want to play a solo game at 3 o'clock in the morning in the big gaming hall? No problem. We're going to stream it. You know how long you're going to survive there, but we can do it.
Okay, so next feature of this application is, okay, so on the left side you can see the looking for the game. So this feature is, looks like that when you have free time and let's say 2 hours of for play something, you can type anything here that you looking someone to play the game at 8 o'clock, let's say. And you sign up for this and you press the enter. So all guys on the convention will get the notification that you look in the game specifically. What you write there, they will receive. So this is this feature is we're using for the meeting.
Yes, so this is like, because one of the major things of every convention is that when you misschedule your game or your game is not going to happen for whatever reason. So we try to help with you with this app to find other games very quickly. And another thing is to look for other gamers. So this is one of the features of this app that was better than a web page. You're going to have notification on your phone. And we're going to talk about the notifications. You're going to see there, you can customize it the way you want it. So if you don't like to have too many notifications or no notifications at all, no push messages, you're going to turn it off. If you want to have notifications and know exactly what's happening on the con, you're going to have all the notifications coming to you. So for example, if Adam is looking for the player, he's going to put, hey, I have 2 hours free time right now. Does anyone want to play a game? And this information is going to go on the board, and it's going to be broadcast through the application to everyone that has an app and notification on. So if I have 2 hours right now, I can see it, and I see that Adam is looking, and then I can write to him that, yes, I'm ready to play. I would like to play. That's why as well we have a chat that you can, in the chat, you can have the messages. Now, the chat is something that we're going to be trying, to be honest, so see how useful it's going to be, or if it's going to be too much abused by the users and there's going to be too many notifications, so you can turn off the notifications about that. Or is it something that's going to be actually useful for short messages between the players, or we can send notification to the blast message to everyone in the gaming hall and in Wargameron'. Now there gonna be as well an analog version of the system to find the players. So you're gonna be able not need to use the app. We're gonna have the way to do it for with the system in the ballroom. In the hotel, there's a very good Wi-Fi. So if you're Eurozone, there's no problem with your package, your mobile package, because you're gonna have the same rates as you have in your own country. If you're outside of Eurozone, there is a very good Wi-Fi network set up here in the hotel. It's a free, of course, free of charge. So you don't have to worry. You can just turn off your mobile phone part and you just leave it your Wi-Fi on your mobile, and you're gonna have all the informations coming to you.
Okay, we're gonna show the web page.
Web page, yes. Let's show the web page. That's a very good idea.
But web page or app page?
Okay, app page first.
App page, maybe, yes. So maybe some kind of little presentation of what we have here. So you can register your account here, but
excuse me, this is exactly the same what you're gonna get on your mobile. Yeah, so this is exactly the same. So if you prefer to use it on the web page, you can do it on the web page. Sorry.
Yes. But our preferred method is using Google or Apple. Facebook is not working right now, but we will work in the few days, I think so.
We are trying to contact Mr. Zuckerberg about that.
Yes. Yeah. So, for instance, I'm using my Google account, and we just what we store from your account, just only your email and your name and avatar, nothing else. We not anything store on our database from you, so it should be safe. So you have the main event. So there is two halls. So for instance, we can go to the main hall. So now you can see the games that you can sign up. So for instance, this Korea, this is prototype from Krzysztof, who brings is the Krzysztof. So there is one space for you, so you can sign up, and you have some specific information about this, and you can add also comments for Krzysztof. And you can see there is a lot of games here, a lot of now players reserve the seats on the table. So you can reserve the spot also, you can be on the reserve list, but who knows, maybe someone resign. Yeah, so this is this game is for the first day of the convention is 27, so 28 will be of course different one. So this is how it works. So for instance, if you want to add your game for this game, you just you search and you searching, for instance, Terraforming Mars. Yes, choose
Terraforming Mars. Wow.
And you start time. Your English version default is the Polish, so of course you can change for English. So for instance, you explaining the rules, you know the rules, or you don't know, or you know bit, and this is maximum playtime, wait time is taken from the BGG, and just okay, and that's it. So let's do a test. Yeah, and our game will be on the bottom. So yeah, and I received the notification that someone create a new table.
Yes, so, and as you can see, automatically there was assigned table number 23. So yes, this when you're gonna have your game coming, and it's gonna be that's gonna be on 11 o'clock. You're gonna go to table. You're gonna look for number 23. That's gonna be on the table in the gaming hall. So if you never met the people that you're gonna to play with, you're going to be very easy able to find your table. It's going to be table number 23. And if you're not going to be able to find it, you can ask anyone, have you seen a table number 23? And they're going to be able to point you most probably to the direction of table 23. At the beginning, tables will be arranged by numbers, but with the game, the con proceeding, most probably they're going to get shuffled. So maybe at the front, they're going to be not number 1, but number 40. So that's not a problem, but still you're going to be able to find very easily because they're going to be numbers. They're going to be on the stands on the tables.
And when you want to play more games on the same table, just add the game to the table. Just press the button here and find your game.
Yes, this is one of the ways that's a lot of people that bring their own games, and I mean, the more games they want to play of their own, they choose one table and they set up a lot of games at this one table, so they don't have to move. It's easy to arrange, and everyone can find them easily. So it's step by step. We advise, to schedule games with half an hour, 40 minutes apart, because as you know, always the games usually always go longer than planned. So just a little bit fair play here. You're gonna take 30-40 minutes, of your time to wait, but other players gonna be able to come over to play with you and not to wait for you.
Yeah, exactly. So now you have your own table. Let's say number 23, and you can organize your game and manage your game. So you can add even players. If you have any friend, for instance,
yes,
you want to reserve him this spot, so you can add him just
right away.
So just pick his nick, Tom, and you have reserved one spot here for Tom.
And right now, for example, on my phone, I have notifications of all this strange Terraformation and Terra games appearing.
Yes. So I will delete them because I don't want to play them. So you can edit them and delete them. It's no issue for it.
And to every game you can add a comment. So if, for example, there's two very important things. You can mark if you're going to be explaining the rules or not. This is the easy way of telling everyone, I am looking for experienced players. You need to at least know the rules of the game, because maybe I don't know how to explain the rules, I'm not good at explaining, or maybe I want to play with experienced players because this is a difficult game, so I want to have somebody at my level of playing. And you can add this information as well in the comments. Now, you may be wondering right now, fine, everything seems great, but what about language? How do we communicate here if we are in Poland? So we are, generally speaking, playing English games, English editions. I would say roughly 80% of the games played at the con are English version games. So it's going to be very easy. You're going to find exactly the same games as you're playing wherever you are around the world. And additionally, some of the typical Polish games. As you know, war games, very often they use graphic language. So it's not going to be difficult to figure it out, even if you're going to want to try a only Polish game, how to play it. Or, for example, French game or German game, because we have French speakers, German speakers. So there is a lot of people that speak some other languages than only Polish or English. But generally speaking, you're going to be able to communicate with 60-70% of the con, 80% of the con in English, because if you want to play war games, you need to have at least understanding of the language. So that's not going to be a problem. On the app, if you're going to see there is a version of the game that people can note if it is English, Polish, or any other version of the game. Most of the games you're going to see, they are English version of the games. So even if some people don't communicate perfectly in English, just like us, we don't communicate that perfectly. So you're going to be able to play a game very comfortably with them. But generally speaking, again, you want to play war games, that's a benchmark. You need to speak or communicate at least in English.
Okay, we have comment from the East that this app is awesome. So yeah, we like it also. Yeah, from the Eve comment.
Oh, thanks, Yves. We hope that you're gonna like it. Yeah, and yes, we're gonna add because we're gonna soon introduce you to some of our guests, and I can tell you that in the app, because if you can show the golden section, so-called as we call it of the games,
What you want to say?
the games for the prototypes and the presentations. For example, if you can show us the Saturday.
Okay. On the main
hall, Saturday. Okay, so what I'm calling this you got this borders, the golden borders as I'm calling them. These borders are showing that these are either prototypes or they're going to be presentations of the games. Like for example, Okuniev 1944, or we have here 1906 Romania Prelude to Blitzkrieg from Paul Hederer, and for example from Yves we're going to have Northern Strike. In those games, we're going to add it here and we're going to schedule the presentations and games for them. So very easily you can find the games that will be featured by their authors, developers, or people that will be teaching the system. So very easy way to find these new games that will be issued, published next year, for example, or they're going to be published just at the con or very close by. Yeah.
So our general speaking, our goal was to make for the prototype make easier to sign up for the players, because I think so a lot of players afraid of playing prototypes.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna say right now. We're gonna move to the guests.
Yes.
So you can check the app on the webpage. We're gonna put the links and so on. So now we would like to introduce you to some of our guests.
Guests.
Guests. Okay. We're gonna get this to the last. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yes.
So we mentioned already. So our guests. We are very, very honored to have a lot of nice and very interesting guests this year. And for example, the first one, it's Paul Hederer, and he's coming with 1916 Prelude to Blitzkrieg. Now, this game will be published by VUCA Simulations, and now it's a good opportunity to talk about the prototypes and games that's going to be featured. Most of these games are practically in development state, so they are very nice. They're already nice to play. You can see them, you can touch them, you can experience. Now it's a good way to find out about the system and development that is happening. So you can help to the authors to help them, but all of them are at the playable level. So Paul is coming with Romania, and this is game based on Nach Paris, game from VUCA as well. Just there is quite a lot of modifications to the system to make it apply more to this theater of operations of the First World War. And one of the interesting features that they have is all the truck transportation that's going to be happening there at the game. We're gonna right now we have only one game setup, presentation game setup is on Saturday, but all of the games of all of our guests and all their things they're going to bring to us, they're going to be set up on the hall at the hall for the whole event, so you can come to them, talk to them, and ask play, and arrange. Perfect time to learn the big systems like Nach Paris or others that we're going to feature, or the games that will be coming up. Oh.
Next guest?
Yes, next guest.
Okay.
Francisco Ronco, that's a quite famous designer of the games, very veteran of the industry. And Francisco is coming to us with Castle Novo 1539, the new game. This is a little bit similar to the system that we have seen in Manstein Triumph. Thank you very much. Manstein Triumph. And this is the siege game. This is the siege game of Spanish being besieged in the Balkans, if I'm correct. Remember, they haven't played yet, planning to. And you're going to be able to see the game, and you're going to be able to play with Francisco or with other players under his supervision.
Correct. Next guest, yes.
Next. David Gomez Reloso, famous from the very good game, one of the best games about the Spanish Civil War. The game that he's coming with is Un Guerra Imposible, or An Impossible War. This is the first Carlist war. So he stays in Spain. He likes the civil wars in Spain. And this is one of the better games of this year that was published, and a lot of people are very excited to meet him and try the game. He's not designing many games, but when he's designing a game, it's something. Yeah. So I think the previous one was the Crusade. Yes.
I don't remember. I don't recall.
Yeah.
But honestly, I want to play this game.
Yes.
Okay.
Crusade and Revolution, etc. Yeah. Next one. Kevin Bertram.
meet them.
Yes. We were able to meet him at the Baltic Wargaming Convention that was in Helsinki that we traveled to. So hello to everyone that we met there and to all our friends from the north. And Kevin is the founder of the Fourth Circle Games. He is the designer of the Halls of the Montezuma. That's a new game that's finally being released. This game exists. It's fun. Some of you, Adam, were able to play it.
Yes, I played with the Kevin and Piotr. And yeah, this game is fully ready to
publish,
to buy
I
and
mean,
to
distribute,
play.
to distribute, yeah.
So I'm waiting for this game. I'm waiting that maybe Kevin brings some games from the US with him. But
Yeah, hopefully to buy, or maybe they're going to be distributed finally.
Yeah.
The game that you may know Kevin from is The Shores of Tripoli. It's a very fun beer and pretzel game, very high quality production. And the Halls of Montezuma expands on the system. It's at the US politics of the Mexican War. And what's interesting, it's Kevin, it's he passionately talks about this part of war. He got some family that were taking part of this during this war, and all these kind of intricacies of the conflict. So we know the American-Mexican War mainly from the point of view that this is the prelude to the Civil War, and a lot of generals from this war from the Civil War started, and the U.S.-Mexican War. And he talks about all this kind of small things in a very nice and simple package of this game. So very interesting to play it as well.
Okay, next, yes.
And Yves.
We're talking about Yves.
Yes, we're talking about Yves. So Yves Rettel, and he's coming with, he's famous from his grand game, the Red Strike. So
Modern conflict games.
Yes, so Cold Wars go hot in the 1980s. And that was mainly Central Europe. So what I heard about the game, I haven't played it. It looked intimidating. It looks very intimidating on my shelf. And what I heard about the game is that you need a month to learn it. And you have to learn it stage by stage, each part, step by step. So when I saw that we made Yves at Helsinki convention, at Baltic Wargaming Convention, he was teaching his newest game, that's Northern Strike, that's going to be in the same system with some modification for the theater of operations that's going to be happening in Scandinavia, mainly in Norway, areas of Sweden as well, where he was teaching the system. And the system seems, wow, that's really, everything clicks there very easily. So this is very, very great opportunity to meet Yves, meet Thierry.
Meet his game, learn.
Yes,
meet him and learn
exactly.
his game.
Meet Thierry, which is a developer, and I'm calling him encyclopedia of Red Strike and the Strike games, because he knows all the rules about there, and Yves very often relies on him, and you can learn the system. And Yves and Thierry, they are doing a wonderful job of telling you all the theaters of operations. So you start from land action, air action, and sea action, and all that going to be nicely explained. So just like with all the other designers, excellent opportunity to learn the game in small bits and go back home and play it other one. Yeah,
correct.
We are very happy to have you, Yves.
Yes, and we waiting for you.
Yes, and waiting for you, and waiting for the game. And our very own Grzegorz Kurywowicz. So Greg, as it's known, and that's another game because Northern Strike will be published by VUCA, and In Force in Heaven is going to be published by VUCA as well. And this is opus magnum of Greg until now, and this is, I think, the ultimate game about 1939 Polish campaign during Second World War.
So this is our war.
So this is our world, yeah. And interestingly, how world is changing. The German company is publishing it, and they are doing excellent job in developing this game. Really, a lot of passion, and from everyone involved went to that. The game was many times tested here, and it's one of those things that you can be able to find the cities and places that you're gonna be here as well on the map in Greg's game. Greg is coming as well with another game that he's planning to do. I think we can talk about that already. It's gonna be a game in the Traces series. So we've got from Traces of Hubris, Traces of War, and I'm not so sure what's the name of gonna be of the game, but this game will be taking part in 1944, 1945 in Poland during the Soviet Red Army offensive to the west.
So will be also the cheat pool system on this game.
Yes, the cheat pool system. He promises that he's making a lot of tweaks and changes to the game, to the system, to accommodate the quite unusual situation of Wehrmacht, of German forces, of the Russian forces. You're going to be able to play the Battle for Warsaw, which is one of the biggest tank battles and that was taking place during Second World War, and the biggest of 1944 in the Eastern Front.
I'm so excited to.
Yeah, that's going to be something as well.
Yeah. So we'll be, next game for
in Force to Heaven, most probably going to be published just before Wargameron, or going to be published during Wargameron, and you're going to be able to see the game in the way that it should be published. It's going to be distributed. So we are very excited to see it and finally get our hands on it.
Yeah, correct. Okay, let's move on.
Konrad Chojnacki, The Winged Hussars and Cossacks. So if you're coming from abroad, you're going to be able to try some of the Polish history. This game will be published on GameFound, and in their webpage, it's already available of the game on the GameFound. This game, it talks about the difficult and complicated Polish history of Commonwealth, Polish Commonwealth.
And Cossacks.
And yes, in the East. So what we have right now, present Ukraine and Belarus, which we have we are called this the wild fields, generally speaking, because it was like our Wild East, Wild West during the time, the 17th, 16th century. So you're gonna be there as a ruling class, and and nobles, the Cossacks, and so on, and you're gonna be having all the enemies like Muscovites, like Cossacks, like Tatars, like Bannets, and the most important and most dangerous enemy of every nobleman in Poland, your neighbor. So this is gonna be this kind of a Euro-ish historical game. Actually, very interesting to see it and very interesting to play it. It have some kind of interesting ideas there.
Okay.
And now we have Stefan Ekstrom from Three Crown Games. And the whole Three Crown Games is going to be with us this year at Wargameron'. They are coming to us for the last 2 years, every time bringing something interesting. And Stefan is coming with both of his partners to Wargameron'. And this year, they're going to be publishing the official published time of Colossus Stumbled, his newest game, which is about the
Battle of Kharkiv.
Yes, Battle of Kharkiv in 1942. So you're going to be able to play it. You're going to be able to talk about it, see it. You're going to be able to purchase, touch it, yes. And there will be a surprise. They prepared a very special edition of the Colossus Stumbles just for the Wargameron'. You're going to be able to get it only at the Wargameron' and win it in our quiz. So, and Stefan is his games are very popular in Poland because he designs a lot of games that are happening actually in Poland area, not with Polish forces. Usually we didn't exist during that time, but in Polish land. So, for example, one of his very popular games is Mud and Blood here, which is about Łódź campaign in the First World War. What's Łódź in German?
Which is Łódź.
Which is Łódź. Yeah. So this is the offensive that was happening by German forces. And again, you're going to be able to find the cities and towns on the map in the area where we're going to be. So, for example, Sochaczew close by, it is one of the towns that is on the map. You're going to be able to see it, and you're going to understand better the geography of the things happening here. So, very excited to see Stefan this year and his friends.
Okay.
And Wojciech Zalewski. He's one of the founders and of wargaming and historical gaming in Poland.
Father. He's our father.
Well, there's a couple of them. There's a couple of them, so let's not go there. But generally speaking, he's one of the founders of wargaming. He's very prolific in game design. He's got right now Taktika and Strategia, TIS publishing house. He started with Dragon for publishing house that was in the 80s, and he's coming with his game 1942 El Alamein. You're going to be able to meet him, you're going to be able to talk with him, exchange ideas, generally speaking, find out a little bit about history of Polish wargaming. We're going to have a couple of more guys that are designers of the games in Poland or Polish games. So you're going to be able to talk about that as well and see that, as we say, there is a wargaming civilization here in the East and in Poland as well. Yeah.
Okay. Next guest.
Next guest, that's Paweł Makowicz. He is not actually a game designer. Actually, he is designing games, but these are not the hobby games. This is the professional wargaming part of Wargameron, because during the Wargameron, we do as well have guests and games that are used in professional wargaming. What do you mean professional wargaming? That means the games that are used by the military, by the public services, by the security services. These are the games that are being played by the actual people that may be fighting the hot war or are peacekeepers of our countries. So generally speaking, he is specialist in that, and he is one of the teachers in major Polish academy, military land forces academy, and he's going to be showing us two very interesting games. One is Duel Tactique. That's the game developed by the French military for training of the French officers, land forces, for their academies and for the schools. So he's going to be featuring games there. One of these games. Another one, it's the Baltic. Excuse me, if you can. I'm sorry, one mistake. Can I give me the papers there?
Baltic something.
Sorry, technical problems because I left the papers with all my notes on the other table. And that's, Battle Group Clash Baltics. That's a game that was published by the indie house just this year. And this game actually is based on the game that was developed by the British military. And that was is used for their training of their forces. The Battle Group Clash Baltics is the game about NATO and Russia going to conflict in Estonia. So small level, but very interesting game, already featured. Another game that he may be featuring, if you're going to be interested, it's a Matrix game, which is this kind of a role-playing Matrix game that is developed for the Polish public services and military, which is called Zagubin. Zagubin, it's a theoretical town in Poland that would found itself besieged by the Russian forces. So we have their teams of red players and blue players, and this is the small scale. It's not the grand operation thing. It's more like how you manage a city that is besieged by the enemy forces in the time of war. What kind of actions you can do as a local civilian leaders, as a local political leaders, as a local military leaders, police leaders, and then on the other side you've got the Russian green men, you've got the Russian military, you've got the Russian separatists. So this is the game to be featured of this kind of situations. And the last game that he's going to be doing, it's actually the 12 Hours at Malmö. That's the game that was published by Snafu. And this is the real hobby game. This is the game about the landing about landing in Crete during Second World War. Very simple mechanic, very fun game, and most probably most of you heard of it or saw it. If not, you're going to be able to see it here. And they're going to be running it with his friend Tomasz Wodke in the way how it is run in the military academies. So one of the major difference between hobby gaming and professional gaming is that you're going to have a facilitator during the game that facilitates the game and directs the game, gives you the ideas and so on. So you're going to be able to see how hobby games can be used and are used in the militaries around the world to educate, learn, and simulate situations. I think that's enough about Paweł. We're going to be able to meet him. Big fan of wine. So,
okay, next guest.
Okay, that's our very own Krzysztof Dyczak. He is one of the founder of the Wargameron'. He is one of the organizers of Wargameron' that we shamefully forgot to mention at the very beginning. Krzysztof, or Chris in English, he is a very prolific game designer himself. One of the games he created was Beresteczko, a very small but very dynamic game about the battle between the Polish Commonwealth and Cossacks and Tatars. This is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, land battle in the 17th century. Last year, there was issued a Race to Berlin by one of our sponsors, Portal Games. And this year, he's going to be showing his prototype for Korea 1950-1951. This game was going to be based on the mechanics of the Race to Berlin. Thank you. Of the Race to Berlin. So this is the game, very dynamic game when you have one side, like they're going to be simulating this first period of Korean War, the most dynamic one. First, the first side tries to conquer South Korea, then the other side is going to be going back. So you're going to be able to see if you can push your luck that far to win the war as a North Koreans, or how far as a South Korean and UN forces you're going to be able to go, or rather UN forces and South Koreans to go for. So you can already find on the app some of the games. The games are set up, and you're going to be able to see. The prototype is very nice. It's prepared. It was in Helsinki. We were able to see it as well, and was able to play it. Yeah.
And I think so there is still some spots left. So
yes,
Bihar.
And Chris will be very happy to facilitate more games or different games of his prototypes. And as well, he's a big history buff, so he's going to be able to tell the whole history of the Korean conflict and why the game is designed the way it is designed. By the way, there's one thing I forgot to tell about Yves and his Northern Strike, because Yves, for the whole last month, I think he spent in the north, in Norway. And if you were following his social media, he was checking every site on the map, the most important, because on the map in the Northern Strike is hyper important, and you've got non-passable areas, very difficult areas, beaches that you're going to be landing and so on. So he was checking all these places by himself. That's a commitment, yeah?
Okay, let's move to the next one.
Richard Sibel, okay, the class of himself and the master of the masters, creator of Maria, creator of Friedrich, and Virzin das Volk. So he's going to be coming to us. An excellent guy, loves to play games, loves to feature games, loves to show them. So he will be very, very happy to show you his designs, to play with him, and he's going to be very happy to criticize other games in a nice way. Richard was with us last year. Richard was last year with us. He's coming again. Very nice person to meet, very nice person to talk about the games, especially about his classical designs, which are timeless and they are played all the time in Poland.
Okay, we have comments from the East that he spent only 10 days in the Norway.
10 days. I don't know. It seems like in 10 days you have covered so much. That was really amazing.
Okay, next guest, yes?
Robert Żak. So Robert is another Polish designer. He is famous from the game.
Okuniew.
Yes, no, but he designed originally a Strike of the Eagle, and that was issued by Academy Game. He got an Origins Award in 2012 for it. And he is creative right now, the game Okuniew 1944. Again, this is the game about the offensive, Russian offensive in the area of Warsaw during 1944. And this is one of the biggest tank battles that was happening during Second World War, and the biggest in 1944 in the Eastern Front. That was this one last of the big offensives that, counter-offensive that Germans were trying and stopping Soviet offensive. This is very interesting topic here in Poland and touchy topic here in Poland, because this is the period of time when the Warsaw Uprising was happening as well. And there was a lot of discussion that Russian army stopped before Warsaw, so the Warsaw Uprising can be blotted out and fought out by the Germans. So they didn't help. But then you can see actual situation on the ground, how difficult actually it was for the Soviet forces to get to Warsaw, because they were just after coming just from the Bagration and all their operations. So you got all this tank corps and mechanized corps that were going in, and then Germans were pulling out miracles to stop them and to crush them. And actually, the Russian corps, they took very big losses during that time, and this game will be showing that. Very movement-rich game, and it's gonna be on GameFound again. If this game is gonna be successful on GameFound, Robert told me that he's planning to create the whole series of games in this system. So from more of the obscure battles and things that were happening during the World War.
Okay, so let's move on.
Michał Mejser, another Polish designer, he's coming with Navy Academy. This game will be, you can find it on GameFound as well right now. That's going to be published. And this is the very abstract game about scenario that was made in scenarios and campaign in the Pacific and Atlantic Ocean during Second World War. But the feature of the game is that it's a sandbox game. So you can create your own scenarios. You get all the tools to create your own scenarios, your own game in the game. Very interesting to see this game happening. They're going to very, very close to publishing it. So Michał will be presenting it with us.
Okay.
Now, this is one of our, another of our Polish friends that he's going to be talking about the history of, he's not a designer, he's a big fan and a small encyclopedia about the games and war games, journalist here in Poland, and he's going to be making a little bit talk about history of wargaming in Poland, how did it started, where is it coming from, where is it going? So we're going to be able to find out a little bit here what's happening here in wargaming in Poland and how it was founded.
Okay. And now our sponsors.
Yes, and our partners and our partner support. So, as we said, we are not making a raffle at Wargameron. We are making the quizzes. And we have a lot of very nice prizes and a lot of games to give away and a lot of other features that we have to give away. So one of the first one is going to be Chihuahua. Chihuahua 3D printing. They are not the publisher of the games. They are designers of inserts for the games. And they created very nice system to store your games. This is, for example, the entire Mud and Blood counters in one little box like that. You can, this is, for example, from Cranstown by Revolution. The whole set, very easy to open. And this is Allenby's Gamble, like this. All the game counters are here, not moving. You can just throw it into your bag. These are all the rest of the things for the game that you need. So that's what you can, to make it properly. So that's, for example, Allenby's Gamble. You can take it with you into your suitcase, and that's it. A little bit more compact than the famous GNT trays. Opens like that. You can remove it, and you have everything with you. Easy to take.
Very cool.
Very cool, and you've got a lot of those. And you've got a lot of other inserts. They are making many inserts. One cool thing that he's going to be providing us, he's our supplier of all the helpful items for the games. So you're going to get all kinds of trays, card holders, card standees for your games. There will be huge box available of them prepared by him. You can take it for your games. You can take it with you. That's going to be gifts. He's sponsoring them all. so you're going to be easier. Counter holders, all kinds of things that can help you with organizing your games. Planszostrefa.pl. This is one of the biggest hobby stores, board gaming hobby stores in Poland. And we're going to talk in a minute about the discount. They are right now expanding greatly their catalog of war games and historical games. And you're going to get special discount if you're going to come for Wargameron'. We're going to talk about this in a minute. Portal Games. Second biggest publisher of board games, generally speaking, in Poland. They are one of the oldest publishers in Poland. They're always supporting the Wargameron', and they did sponsor us always with very nice games. For example, they issue right now the Polish version of World Order. But we're going to have from them a Race to Berlin. That's you're going to be able to win in the quizzes. From Square Games, a publisher, indie publisher from UK, they are most famous at the moment from the Limits of Glory series, which is usually focusing on the Napoleonic times and just before Napoleonic times in very obscure battles and sieges and operations. Very unique system, very easy to learn, very fun and very cutthroat. A lot of dice, so a lot of fun on that part, and very historical, very well researched games. And for example, one of the games they are developing right now, this game from just finished, was Jersey. That was from the French invasion of Jersey Island during the pre-revolutionary by Revolution France, and during the defense of this area by the British forces. And every aspect of this game, perfectly designed. I was able to be a PunchCon. I was able to hear about the game and how much love they went to the research went to this game. Okay, another one, GMT Games. I don't know what to say about them. They are issuing everyone knows and everyone likes them. They're gonna be issuing one of the super nice games that they're gonna be publishing just right now. It's gonna be, I think P500 was already delivered, and it was going to borrow publishing. It's the Baltic Empires. So from our part of the world, it's the time of when you have all the big powers jockeying for power around the Baltic Sea. So you've got Poland, Polish Commonwealth, you've got Russia, you've got Sweden, you've got Holy Roman Empire, Prussia.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Russia or Holy Empire.
Sorry.
The same.
Yeah. We apologize. We don't remember that one. We played that only once. You played twice. I played it only once. So cannot wait to see the game. TS, that's the Polish publisher from Wojciech Zalewski. You're going to be able to see some of their designs. They have very wide catalog. Games in Polish and in English, of course. They are well known in Europe. And another fun thing they are doing is the albums, Second World War map albums for the featuring of the campaigns and so on. Dragon Dawn, that's a Finnish indie publisher. They are publishing very interesting games that are inspired by the true events. So actually, the last of the historical games was Verdun, the card game, but other games, they are more based in the fantasy worlds, but they are, for example, based on the Soviet system of economy. So we can, in the more approachable way, find out why the Soviet system and the socialist system of economy does not work really. You can learn it as well from Wir sind das Volk when you are dismantling your own economy. So these are fine games as well. Strategos, that's a Polish publisher, and they are specializing in the historical games. They're going to be publishing the Navy Academy, and they have some nice gifts prepared for everyone attendees from their games that they're going to be publishing. VUCA Simulations, our favorite German publisher, and we have very strong team from VUCA this year with us. So they are going to provide us with some nice games to win as well, and they are lucky prizes. And VUCA is always welcome. Kuźnia Napoleońska is the hotel that we are in right now. We are actually recording at the hotel in one of their conference rooms, and they are supporting us in the event. As we said earlier, they understand the wargamers and gamers very well. So they are very supportive, and they are very happy to see us here and to be with us here. And stół sztabowy, That's Adam.
Yeah, so this is my YouTube channel. So basically, I'm running this channel on the in the Polish language. So it's the very limited materials on the in the English. So, but anyway, you can support me, subscribe to channel if you have.
Adam has very interesting materials in Polish and in English. So I'm sure you're going to be able to find something fun for yourself.
Yes.
Now.
And we're streaming right now on my YouTube
Yes,
channel.
and still sztabowy, as we are saying, the staff table.
Staff table.
It's the official YouTube channel of Wargameron'. That's why we are streaming here. Now, as we say about a little bit gifts, Plansza Strefa is going to be providing you for every Wargameron' attendee with 7% discount. We're going to be publishing this in our newsletter, on our webpage, and on our social media. And this discount is going to count to all the rest of their loyalty programs. There's only one catch. You need to be at Wargameron to pick up your games. However, it's a good opportunity to get for yourself some good points from their loyalty program that does not cancel after a year or any period of time. Once you bought it, once you get to reach a certain level, you stay there. And they are sending games all around the world. They are sending everywhere place in Europe. They're sending all around the world, and they're gonna have very nice catalog of. They have right now very nice catalog of the war games and historical games, and they're gonna be expanding this greatly as well. And Chihuahua, you can have their 30% discount on their inserts. Excellent opportunity at Etsy. Etsy. That's the portal that you can buy the service that internet service that you can buy all these handmade things and by the producers. And we are going to be again providing the link and to the promotion to the discount promotion on our website, newsletter if you're subscribed, and in our social media. And that's one more thing we would like to show you is the webpage. If we can go back to the webpage, sorry for that. And because we are already talking for over an hour, or me, I'm talking for over an hour. So just want to show you one more thing, because we're talking about we talked from the beginning about coming to Poland and what we have to offer to you. Poland is a very nice country to visit, especially now. It's very safe. It's very fun to be. It's very easy transportation, very easy way to get in. And we are trying to help you as much as possible to find your way around. We are happy to help you, and you can contact us anytime through our webpage or social media to ask questions and find out how to get to us. But on the webpage, you're going to find all the informations about how to get to us and what do we have to offer to you. So, for example, if you want to see how you can get to us exactly, you go to the guide, and here you're going to find all the basic informations from the beginning. Key information, how to get to us, which is, I find, the most important part, because it's very, very simple. And here we've got all the descriptions, what trains, what stations, how to get by car, how to get by bus, and so on. Now, we are happy to provide you with transportation from the airport. If you feel that you're not that sure how to get around Poland, maybe it's your first visit or you're not traveling that often, let us know. We're going to try to arrange you some transportation. Maybe somebody going to pick you up from other participants of the convention. Maybe we're going to talk with the hotel to organize something. So that's not a problem at all for us on the side of the logistics. And here in the guide, you can find all this information that should answer most of your questions about how you make your schedule games, where are we playing, what are the features, and so on. Other thing is going to be a program that's going to be updated soon with all the information about games. You can see as well the previous events that were the previous editions of Wargameron' here, and the pictures, what was happening. So check it. We are real, we exist, we are playing, and we love historical games, and we love to meet people from all around the world about the games and so on. So here you can see all this information. And now, after talking about all of that, So how can you book it? We talk about the packages. Here at the...
Switch to the English side.
Sorry. Yep. Can go here to the English side. Sign up. We're going to go here, and here you get registration for, you can register yourself. The whole system, it's automatic. It's goes without much of your of the hassle of emails and this kind of things. You choose the package you want. So if you want a single room, double room, triple room, or you just want to get to the convention as a pass because maybe you're going to be leaving or passing by only. So for example, if you want single room, just go here. And here is one thing that we are still working on. We didn't make it yet. This part is in both languages, Polish and English. It's mainly Polish, but you have all the translation of most important things in English as well. Soon there's going to be a fully English version of this site and of the booking system. So you have a description of all the products. You have description of the rooms. You get description of the meals here. And as it says, what kind of meals they're going to be provided in the packages. And then you can see and choose whatever you want. Which days you want to stay, which meals you want to take. We recommend, honestly speaking, I don't know, Adam recommends.
Yeah.
Adam recommends. Adam recommends, yeah, to take the whole package.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be cheap. Generally speaking, it's going to be cheaper even if you go to the hotel to eat. There are stores around here. There are some restaurants a little bit further down, 2 kilometers from here. But usually the food is very big selection. Yes, vegetarian and vegan options are available as well. If you've got special dietary needs, let us know. We're going to arrange it with the hotel. So you choose it here. The selection of food on the buffet is big. And if you're going to choose the whole option for everything, you're going to get our special water bottle. That's our little gift. Oh, okay, I'm not visible, so I'm going to show it later.
You're visible.
I am visible? Yeah. Okay, I was visible, so excellent. So that's our water bottle.
With our logo.
Yes, we're going to have a couple of more surprises and gifts for you when you arrive here. Now, then you follow that and you add it to the cart. As I said, it's still dual language. Don't be afraid of that. That is showing like this. Then you're going to see your summary of all the products that you have chosen and how much it is. It shows for right now only in Polish zloty, but you can easily more or less convert it to the amount you have. Then you go to the payment. When you go to the payment, you're going to fill up the form here, and later you're going to go to the section of the payment. Can you fill up?
Sorry?
Can you fill up? Oh, okay. It's going to automatically fill up. Excellent. Email?
Anyone. But should, so I
just. So you fill up the form, and thanks to that, we're going to have all the information from you, and we're going to be able to contact you. The nick of the, because if we're going to, everyone is going to get their own badge, identification badge with the program and so on. And they're going to be, you can put your nickname or name or whatever you prefer to be found. Then you go to the payment. Now, the payment is handled one of the biggest Polish online payment provider. It's PayU. You can check it. It's fully secure. It's fully safe. We are not doing and we're not handling your money by ourselves. It's transferred directly to the hotel, and you're going to get confirmation of the payment. So everything you can track from very beginning to very end, that every step is confirmed and so on. So then when you make the payment, you choose. You go an online payment, or you're going to online payment directly with the card. You can read all the informations here, and then you go to the payment system. The payment system is going to reroute you to the payment system of the PayU, and here you can check all the possibilities. So PayU, secure payment system online, and if you're going to have any complaint, for example, about the payment and so on, that's going to be handled professionally because it's handled by one of the biggest Polish platforms for the fintechs, and it's very convenient. You can choose the normal money transfer. Blik, it's very typical Polish system for the payments, and of course you can choose the credit card. You're going to choose the credit card, you fill it up, you pay, and so on. Here, if you see, you can switch it to English as well. So the whole system is going to be in English, or it can be in Polish. So how do you prefer this? You fill it up, you may pay, and the payment is gonna go through. It's gonna come to our system. We can do it, but
No.
we're not gonna do it. So you fill up your informations here. Yeah, because the show, my character will show here. You're gonna fill up the information, and then in our system, in our shopper system, online shopper system, we're gonna see your booking. Then we're gonna have a confirmation on the bank account that was the money arrived, and we're gonna send you the confirmation of your booking and so on, and everything gonna be booked and so on. You can contact the hotel for the information if you like, but the hotel gonna reroute you to us because we're gonna be arranging for you. Now,
We are coordinator.
yeah, we're as the coordinators. Now, if you would like to stay longer or come earlier or stay longer, depends on your flight, let us know and we'll try to arrange for you the stay in the hotel with the more favorable prices. We have already some participants from abroad that choose this option and they ask us to book them place for longer because they want to stay a little bit, couple of days longer. So that's going to be done we can do it in better pricing. Now, if you want to travel from here, it's very easy to get to Warsaw because you go, as we said, you go to the train station, 1 kilometer, very easy, nice walk, very safe area. You get into this, the hotel is located in this village. We're gonna say it's small village because there's kind of quite high urbanization here. But you go to the train station, you get the train, and you go after 45 minutes. You are in the city center of Warsaw, or Old Town, or any other places. In Warsaw, you can have a lot of nice things to see: the military museum, the Warsaw Uprising Museum, the Ghetto Museum, and so there's kind of a lot of places. And from here as well, you can very easily catch a train to any place in Poland or outside Poland to go there and so on. For example, if you want to travel by train to Poland and to us, you just take any train to Warsaw and then you go and catch any train from Warsaw going to Sochaczew, usually Orłowicz, that's the Polish cities. You're gonna see on the webpage description, and you're gonna get to us.
And we're happy to welcome you.
And we're very happy to welcome you. Exactly. So we hope we gave you some better idea and understanding of wargaming in Poland and of wargaming convention here in Poland. We'd love to see you. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us. And Adam, Chris, Peter, and me will be very, very happy to see you here.
Yeah. And very happy to play with you.
Exactly. And we try to make the very nice conditions for you. So thank you very much. We were speaking for over 1 hour. And I think the French are playing right now in the World Cup. So we don't want to keep you waiting anymore. Thank you very much. And see you soon.
Thank you for your time. Bye.
Men only want one thing, and it's not money, it's not power, it's not love.
Pick up your dice, put your counters down. The greatest convention is coming to town. Generals, commanders, tacticians unite. Wargameron' is calling, come join the fight. Move your counter and roll the dice. Come on, roll it once or twice. Every battle, every game. Nothing will ever be the same. maps are laid out. Strategy, history, that's what it's about. Hundreds of players, one legend replace. Wargameron', come take your place. Move your counter and roll the dice. Come on, roll it once or twice. Every battle, every game. Nothing will ever be the same. Move your counter and roll the dice. Pick up your dice, put your counters down. The greatest convention is coming to town. Generals, commanders, tacticians unite. Wargameron' is calling, come join the fight. Move your counter and roll the dice. Come on, roll it once or twice. Every battle, every game. Nothing will ever be the same. Tables are waiting, the maps are laid out. Strategy, history, that's what it's about. Hundreds of players, one legend replace. Wargameron', come take your place.